National Women's Coach Terry Steiner. A couple days before we take the women's team on the road, training camp in Iowa City. We did a similar camp in 2012. Talk about why it's important for our women athletes to spend a week training together in that location, and talk about the different reasons that makes a lot of sense.
Well, I think, for me, there's a bunch of different purposes. I mean, obviously, number one, we have to come back together as a national team. Our camps prior to this, we had one in China, not everyone was there. We had one right after the World Championships that was just an athlete breakdown individually when they came in. So this is really the first time where all of us will be back together, and that's always important. We have some technical areas and some tactical areas we need to clean up and advance as we look forward towards the Olympic trials and the Olympics. So that's important for us. Going to Iowa City, the Olympic trials are in Iowa City. Being in that arena, feeling the energy, feeling the flow of it. I want the girls to be very, very comfortable when we go in there in April. And so to go in there and train for a week, they should feel a lot more comfortable in that arena. And then, just around the Iowa program. I mean, the Iowa program is known for its tradition of excellence, and being in there and being around Tom and Terry Brands and, the Ramoses of the world and people like that. I mean, that's very important for these athletes to be around and see that intensity and feel the energy and be around that. So, the next thing is in Iowa, at the University of Iowa, in Iowa City, in the state of Iowa, wrestling is very much appreciated. And I think it's important for these girls who a lot of their careers have come through where they're not so much appreciated for what they're doing. I think they're going to feel that energy, and it'll give a chance also for the Iowa City community and the state of Iowa to get to know our team and our national team and our stars. So I think that's important. And then finally, we still have 5 weights to qualify. And so we're going to have wrestle-offs during and around the Iowa and Purdue dual meet. It'll give a chance for those girls to be in and around that crowd, a wrestling crowd in Carver Hawkeye Arena, which I think is very important. And we need to establish, who's going to go to the Pan Am Olympic Qualification event for us. And so there's a lot of reasons to go to the University of Iowa, obviously. I went to school there. It's always good for me to go back there and touch base. But I'm excited for the week ahead.
Now, the wrestle-offs are something we didn't do last time. They had a couple exhibition bouts during the Iowa match, but this is really important. Do you feel having the chance for 4 of the weights to be determined in a wrestle-off will help prepare those athletes for not just the event that's right after that, which is the Olympic test event, but for going to Texas to qualify those weights?
Well, I think so. It's a very important event for us. I mean, obviously, before we can go to the Olympic Games, we have to qualify our weights, and so it's the most important event for us right now on our calendar. And so we need to make sure that we have our performers on the mat at that time, and so you find out who your performers are. You let them handle it, and you let them wrestle it off, and who's ever wrestling best at this time will go represent us at the Pan Am Olympic Qualification event in Texas. And so there's not a more fair way to do it. You leave it in the hands of the athletes, and that's what we're doing.
Are you feeling the intensity of an Olympic year around the program with the athletes involved, the coaches, everything to do with the wrestling program?
Well, I think we realize we have a great opportunity ahead of us, right? I mean, the Olympic year is very special, and the Olympic experience is very special, and we have a real opportunity. I think we have a great team, but we have to continue to focus on the process of winning, and if we can have a gold medal process, then the winning and losing will take care of itself. And so right now we need to control the things that we can control and just keep our minds on those things, and I feel right now we're doing a pretty good job at that.
So the Pan Am Olympic Qualifier That's not going to be an easy event in some of these weights. Not too many athletes from the Americas qualified in Vegas. I mean, we're going to probably have some pretty good tests, right?
Listen, when you're trying to gain access to the Olympic Games, nothing is easy. Everyone is fighting hard. Everyone is coming with their best people and their best stuff, and you know, it's important to everyone, and that's the pinnacle of the sport. So we have to be ready, and nothing's going to be easy, and I don't think we expect it to be easy. We just need to be prepared, and so we're trying to do the best things we can to be prepared come March 4th.
And talk about the importance of the Olympic test event, because obviously you're bringing the athletes that, you know, if things work out, are the same ones that are going to try to qualify us. But chance to go to Rio and wrestle.
Well, I mean, you know, going to Rio, I think it's the same thing going to Iowa City right now for the Olympic trials, right? It gives us a chance to feel comfortable in that arena. And going to Rio before the Olympic Games, going down, getting a feel for that arena, getting a feel for the location, getting a feel for how things are going to flow and what to expect when we get there. It just takes that uncertainty out of the picture and gives us a better visualization of what's coming ahead. And so I think it's important, you know, I mean, regardless of who goes and attends the Rio event, I mean, I think it's important as a coaching staff to know what we're getting into and know what to expect when we get there. And you know, some of the athletes are going to be there too, so you know they can come back and relay that message as well. But I think it's very important, and I think it'll be very well attended by the foreign countries around the world. And so we expect it'll be a great event.
Fantastic, Coach. And we'll be doing reports from Iowa City with the coaches and athletes there. We were able to do that 4 years ago and really built some interest leading into the trials this year. So thanks a lot, Coach.
You bet.